Since it's such a beautiful day outside, thought I'd teach you how I managed to fool Chris Ramsay in his Elog competition. Let's get into it.
What's up guys, since today is such a miserable day outside, I'm going to be stuck inside, but I'm going to teach you some magic. Now, for those of you who don't know who Chris Ramsay is, he's a top magician, worked for lots of top magic companies. He's got 300,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel, so definitely check him out. Teaches a lot of good stuff. Now, when he worked for Illusionists, he did a challenge called the Elog. Now, what that was do your own creative, most fooling magic trick and send it to him, and he would pick a winner each week. I was fortunate enough to win one of those, and today I'm going to teach you how I did it. Hope you enjoy it. So first of all, let's have a look at the actual trick itself and the performance. Now, originally this is a colour change, but I adapted it to make it a torn and restored version. So let's have a look now. Okay, so how this change works is you have a card which is going to be out jogged on that side or on that side. Me personally, I prefer it on that side, and then you take the top card and you're grabbing both of those cards so it changes into the top card, and then when you pull the cards out you've got a double there, two cards. But you keep them together to make it look like one card. And that's the basic principle of the trick. Okay, so like I said, this is normally a colour change, and this is how it would look. So the spectator chooses a card, for example, 9 of hearts, hand the cards out, and they can place a card somewhere in the middle of the deck, close that up, square it up, and then we can use the top card. For example, the ace of diamonds. I'm going to place the ace at the top. I'm going to slide it down, and hopefully you should be able to see the card change. You can go back and forward and change it to their card. And that's the normal change. So with the version I used for Chris Ramsay, I had already a duplicate which was already out jogged at the back ready. And I took a card, same card, tore up the corner, ripped a little bit off, and then performed the move, performed the colour change, the torn and restored, and that was the whole effect. So now let's get into how you can perform this live as well. Okay, so I'm going to do a side view so you can see everything. So, like the first performance that you saw, spectator, they choose a card. And what you're going to do now is fan the cards, and when they place that card anywhere back, you're going to apply quite a lot of pressure on the card. That way, that card won't go all the way in the deck. Now when you close that up, you can see how when you square it up, that card is already out jogged, ready for the position. All you got to do from now on is make sure you don't flash that part, so you can do it from that angle, the colour change, that angle, any angle you prefer, just making sure that they don't see that side. So I just always use the top card. When I get that top card ready, I just pull that card out a little bit more ready. You apply the cards very close together, just like that. Apply pressure, quite a lot of tight pressure in between the fingers. and you're going to apply quite a lot of top pressure with all this hand as well, so that the top part doesn't come flying off. Because if you don't have much pressure, what's going to happen is this deck starts to lift up, which gives away the trick. You can see what's happening. You're going to apply quite a lot of pressure, get the cards lined up. When they're ready, you can perform the colour change, and at this position you can go back and forward, so it just looks like the change is going back and forward over and over. And then whenever you feel ready, you can pull both those together, and you've got your double card there. So you've got to be careful with the angles. It will split a little bit because we've been bowing the cards, and you can just place it back on top of the deck. Then you can go on to an ambitious routine. Just say you're going to place the card now on there, back in the middle of the deck, and it'll be back at the top because you've lifted that double, and so on. You get the point. Okay, so this can be used as changing the deck colours as well. However, you want to make sure that the borders are the same colour with the other card that you're changing to. But for explanation purpose, I'm going to use the Ignite deck, and I'm going to change it to the Phantom deck, which is a white border. So you'll notice that it will flash a lot easier, even if it's perfectly square, because once a card's bowed, they're going to just give that little bit of flash. So get the Ignite deck, turn it face down, and now we can see, or we can change that card back and forward and change it to the Phantom deck. However, because they're different colour borders, you can still see the very edges that they're different colours. Kind of gives away the trick, but for explanation you get the idea using why you should use the same deck back border. You know what, you get the idea now. So hope you enjoyed that, guys. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next, what you'd like to learn. I'm thinking maybe flicker shot, or how to flick a card passively into the air, attach it, really highlight that. I love that. If you want to learn that next, let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and leave a like. I'll see you next time.